What's up, everybody? This is Greg from 9 Games, and I am doing a classic game grab. I haven't done a pickup video in a long time. That's because I actually haven't had the time or money to go out and pick things up, but I did today. And here we go. I picked up a few Nintendo. I picked up a couple Nintendo 64 and a Sega Genesis game. Now, before I show you what I got, I would actually like to say that I am really looking for a gold cartridge Majora's Mask, preferably with the box, and I am looking for Back to the Future 2 and 3 on NES. I will be willing to trade, I don't know, anything, pretty much. You know, if anybody wants to do a straight up trade, if you're a viewer, you already know what I got in my collection. You know, if it's something not too rare, I'd be willing to part with it. But yeah, just private message me if you have either of those two games. In decent condition too. Otherwise, I just order it off of Amazon. But as of right now, pretty much anything I got in my collection right now is not super rare, and I know where I could get another copy of it eventually. But we'll see. Here's what I got for pickups today. Let's start with the Nintendo games. All these Nintendo games are also up for trade too, just because there was doubles of every single one that I bought here. That Most Excellent Comics and Gaming in East Windsor, Connecticut. Ellington, Connecticut. Their game section has expanded greatly, and their prices are still very good. First up, we got Dig Dug. Dig Dug's a classic. I absolutely love Dig Dug. I'm sorry. I got Dig Dug 2. I just realized I got Dig Dug 2. Now I'm upset. I do like Dig Dug. It doesn't matter what Dig Dug it is. It's still great. Actually, now I need regular Dig Dug. I would like that. Well, I got an Atari now, so it doesn't really matter. Tetris 2. Yes, Tetris 2. I got Tetris 2. I actually know... I don't know shit about it. I saw Tetris 2, and I saw it for $3. And I know the guy's going to give me a discount, and I'm getting it for $1. So, Tetris 2. I know nothing about. I can't pretend that I do. The rest of these games I do know everything about, and have played them, and probably beat them when I was a kid. Yoshi. Which was, I remember getting this game and being wicked disappointed in it because it was not like an action-oriented game. It was a puzzle game. However, if you have a 3DS and you are a part of the Ambassadors Club, you just got this game for free within the last year. But having an original cartridge of it is still good. Like I said, it was disappointing when I got it, but now it's sometimes it's fun to go back and play. It's good to have in my collection because I played the crap out of it when I was a kid, even though I was upset at first. Here's a real classic, Ice Climber. Everybody's played Ice Climber, and if you're too young to have played Ice Climber and never gone back and got it, you at least are aware who the Ice Climbers are because they're in Smash Brothers, and they're a pretty decent team. Ice Climber. That's another game that people got for free on the 3DS. I think that's why these games were there. They had a lot of the games that you got for free on the 3DS if you were Ambassador there. Alright. Back to the Future, the original one. My cousin Jay and I, we played a lot of Back to the Future, especially 2 and 3. And as far as licensed products go, they're good games. Now, this company, LJN, they also did Friday the 13th. I think that when it comes to handling licensed games, this company did a really good job. You know, just from my experience with the LJN games. Spy vs. Spy. I actually used to play this on the Commodore 64 way back in the day. I've never actually played the NES version. I did used to enjoy Spy vs. Spy a lot. I did not like the Xbox version, and I think it was on PS2 as well, version that came out later on in life, but I did like these ones. It took a long time for me to understand what this game was all about, but it's nice to have a physical copy of it now instead of just going back and playing it on emulators. This one's got a rental sticker on it. That kind of sucks, but it's one of those wicked hard to take off ones too. Although it's still kind of cool to have a rental sticker on it because knowing that these places, man, they don't exist anymore. Does it have a year on it? This one doesn't even have a year on it. However, it says tape and it says the Please Rewind. And just standard issue Pinball for Nintendo. I'm actually trying to go back and get all the regular Nintendo ones that have the Mario on it. You know, like they have Golf. I need to get Golf. I think they had it there. It's just at the bottom of the pile. I didn't want to grab it. These games are really cheap. Then pinball, I need ice hockey, I have baseball, you know, would love to go back and get those, but that's what I got for Nintendo. I got, let me run through it again, just because I did say there was tradesies in here, so. Dig Dug 2, Tetris 2, Yoshi, Ice Climber, Back to the Future 1, Spy vs. Spy and Pinball. N64, I only picked up 2 games, but they're goodies. They'll be excited about this. I think I actually already have a copy of this, but it was really cheap. Diddy Kong Racing. Absolutely loved Diddy Kong Racing. It was a good game. Dan got way more into it than I did. Did enjoy it. Diddy Kong Racing, I think, was the best racing game on the N64. Here's another classic. Nightmare Creatures. I absolutely love Nightmare Creatures. Now, Nightmare Creatures 2 was a phenomenal game, and I absolutely loved it. That's the only time I'll ever tell you that for Nightmare Creatures you should get a disc-based version, because you get more out of it, because the Rob Zombie soundtrack and the game integrated so well together. But Nightmare Creatures 1, doesn't matter what you got it on. N64, I thought was great, and the fact that it's a cartridge, you don't have to worry about getting your disc scratched to shit, and having that. The longevity of it, it would be shorter, I believe, as a disc-based game, especially if you want to play it. I would go back and play this game because I actually loved it. It's a great third-person action game. And here's a surprise. I paid $1 for this, and it works. The label's a little scuffed, but that is Streets of Rage right there, the original Streets of Rage. Now, it didn't come with a case. However, I found out a way that you can easily get these cases and just make your own like reproduction cases, and that's what I'm going to do. But I got Streets of Rage. It's got something jingly in it. However, the game still works, and it's amazing. Yeah, I might actually do a repro on this cart here because it is scuffed to shit. I think that's why it was $1. But like I said, man, the game still works. It's great. Nothing like having that old classic side-scroller beat 'em up for $1. But that's my pickups. Hopefully I'll have some more coming because this was fairly cheap for me. And thank you guys for watching.